out, I'd really appreciate it. We'll have a time towards the end where you can unmute and share your voice, but until then, I ask that you try to keep your phones muted so we have a clear line. Really appreciate it. So good morning, everybody. My name is Nayeva Florie. I'm a Blue Diamond with Purium. I've been in the company for almost 4 years now. And it's been such an amazing journey and experience along the way. I've gotten to meet the most amazing people and work with incredible like-minded people that have taught me things. I've been able to share some of my knowledge with others. So it's really fun to be in this community of like-minded people. We're learning, we're sharing, we're growing, and that's what it's all about. So today I wanted to do our business planning. It's the first of the month, and it's a good time to really reassess our goals. So any of you who reached your ranks last month, congratulations. I'm so proud of you for running through the ranks, making it happen, reaching your goals, because that's the first step, is just stepping up the ladder of those goals to get to where you really want to be. So I just want to congratulate all of you that ran really hard. Even if you didn't reach your particular goal that you had, I want to congratulate you for doing your very best, putting yourself out there, sharing your story, and just being your authentic self. And you know, this business takes time. It's not a get rich quick thing. It definitely takes work. It takes dedication. Like any business, it's going to take a little bit of time, but we are going to get there. So I'm really excited to be working with all of you. And so I just want to ask if you guys have your business plans ready. We are going to be going over that and your notebook, because we are going to be having some notebook activities as well. So if you guys will get your business plans out, this is an activity that we do at the beginning of every month. We really encourage that you write your business plan out. This is putting pen to paper, setting some intentions, setting some goals, and it's actually you're actually going to put some things on the calendar. So if you guys have a calendar close that you use to write down your daily points, if you write down when your healthy happy hours are, I want you to have your calendar close, because we'll be writing some of those things in as well. So business planning worksheet. If you don't have one of these, you can kind of write it in your notebook. But basically, it asks for some basic prompts of like what it is that you're manifesting. So I want you to think, you know, what is it that this is going to do for you in the long run? What are some of the things that you're manifesting? Are you wanting more time with your family, which was my ultimate reason for doing this business? My husband used to work 6 days a week, you guys, as a massage therapist in 6 different spas. So my why was to be able to have him come home and have more time with our family and our children, so that way he wouldn't have to work 6 days a week to provide for us. So that was my biggest why when I got started almost 4 years ago. So at the top, you'll see that you have different prompts, and we're just going to go ahead and fill this plan together if you haven't already. I encourage you to get your business plan out and let's go together and fill it out. Okay. So the first prompt is, I am building my business for the following reasons. So you can check off any of these. If you are writing in a notebook, I'm going to give you these reasons, and you can write down the ones that are most important to you. We have early retirement, a new home, more time with family, a new car, travel, becoming debt-free, a vacation home, helping family, time freedom, charity, children's education, and financial security. So those are some of the top things that people kind of work towards as a goal. And I'm just going to ask everybody to check your phones. If you'll please mute out. I can hear a little bit of background noise. Thank you so much. So which one of those are most relevant to you? I can tell you for myself, I usually put a check mark in almost all of these boxes, because they're all pretty relevant to everyday life things that we need, right? So, you know, I'm with you if you checked off all boxes. Now, what's the most important goal to you? Like, what is it that you're working this business for? Like the single thing that you want to accomplish, or that's maybe it's gonna help you have more time with your family. Maybe it's gonna actually enable you to quit one of your 5 jobs that you have right now to make ends meet. I know a lot of us are working multiple jobs just to make things happen for our family. So maybe it will enable you to, you know, fire your boss and, you know, hire yourself as an entrepreneur. So what are some of the things? Maybe you're working towards, you know, getting a new car, a new home, a vacation. Maybe you're saving towards a vacation. Whatever it is to you, write down that most important thing. Maybe like me, it's bringing your spouse home and having more time with your spouse. Or maybe it's a parent, another family member that has to work away from home. So these are all relevant things. Whatever's most relevant to you, that's what you want to write down this area. The next section is your income goals. So this is really fun because you actually get to decide how much you want to be making. This is not something when you go to a regular job, they don't ask you, so how much do you want to get paid an hour, right? They never ask you that. They say, okay, you got the job, this is how much you're going to get paid. So how much do you want to be making in the next 3 months? And what does that mean to you, right? This is going to work towards your goal. So maybe you're thinking that in a year, you're going to achieve this bigger goal. So how much is it going to take monetarily to do whatever it is? If you're trying to buy a house, it's going to take a down payment. That's going to take a lot of money and savings in the bank, right? So what do you want to make in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next year? And this kind of helps you to break down, like, over a year period of time, what's going to be your bigger goal in the ranks of Purium, because we do know that there's a certain amount of money that you make in each rank. So this will help us to kind of iron out what ranks you're going for. So let us know what your income goals are on your paper, and then it shows your rank goals. So first we have the 1K club. When are you going to reach that by? Are you going to reach that in the first week of the month? Are you going to reach 1K? I mean, I've seen Terry Link's been rocking the K club. She's been like 1K a day almost. So, you know, it's possible. Whatever you want to do, when are you going to reach 1K by? This is your own accountability. And then, of course, you can talk to your upline or your upline diamond and have them help you be accountable to these goals as well. This is why we write these business plans, so that we can be accountable to ourselves and have somebody else help us to be accountable to our own goals. So when do you want to reach 2K by? So for those of you who don't know, this is the customer base. 1K club means that you've made $1,000 in sale. You receive 20% on each one of those customer sales, and then you get a $50 bonus every time you reach a new K club. So 1K club would make you $250. 2K club will make you $500. So depending on what your goals are, this is a way that you can also kind of map it out for yourself. The next is, we want to know when we can help you get to director. Director is our foundational rank, and it's usually, you can reach that in your first month. You can, you know, get a few people together to work with you. That's what director is that you have at least 3 people enrolled and that you are working together. Hopefully you have at least 1 or 2 of those people be your brand partners, so you are starting to create a team and you're starting to work forward with them towards their goals. So director is really that first foundational rank. It's 2,500 points. And that one is really amazing because you actually get a $200 bonus when you get there as well. So this compensation plan is full of bonuses, full of great ways and easy ways for you to make money. And we're just here to help support you. So I'm excited to be setting these goals with you. When do you want to reach director by? Are you going to reach that by the 10th of the month, the 15th of the month? Maybe this is your first month in the business and you feel like it might take you the whole month to get there. Whatever it is that you want to set for yourself as a goal. We want to know the date that you are going to reach director by. And then our next rank would be executive. So just setting some goals as to when you're going to reach these goals, and just setting some dates for yourself. So the next part is really helping you to commit to some income producing activities. We also call them IPA, income producing activities. So you might see that abbreviation sometimes in our Facebook groups, or you might hear us talking about IPAs. That's what it means. So this part is really committing yourself to your social media exposures, having healthy happy hours, whether that's in your home or whether that's in a public location. So I want to help you to set some of these, set it up so that way you can be successful this month and having your healthy happy hours. So first of all, how many social media exposures do you want a week? So social media exposures, we don't necessarily recommend that you go out there and be like Purium, Purium, Purium every day, but it could be something like you might, when you first receive your package, for instance, or you're first getting your cleanse started, you might do a shout out to the person that helped you get started and basically talk to them via social media and say, hey, thank you so much. Willow's my enroller. So I'd say, hey, Willow, thank you so much for helping me get these superfoods. I just got my package. And I might like show my shake like this, or have a picture of my goodies coming out of my package. And just make it fun and not salesy, right? So we're just having fun. You're talking directly to your upline, but people are going to show interest in that. So that might be a first exposure. A second exposure might be on day 5 of your cleanse. 5 days later, you might put something like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy. I'm feeling amazing. I'm so thankful I'm putting these superfoods into my body. Super simple, not salesy. You're not saying who wants to redeem a gift card. So these are fun ways to make an exposure that people are going to see. And it usually takes up to 7 exposures for people to really start showing interest. So it's important that you be consistent, that you keep just sharing your authentic self, and that you just share what you're doing the same way that you would share a recipe for a cake you just made or something else, right? So keep it fun, keep it light. And so how many social media exposures do you want to have a week? Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 recommended. And then the key ideas in your social media campaigns. So are you going to be promoting a group cleanse? Are you going to be promoting primarily CBD and building a hempire? What is kind of your avenue, or what it is that you're kind of promoting towards this month? And then how many text or calls per week do you want to make? So this is a really good time to think about what your end goal is, and think about, okay, so if you text 1 person a day, at the end of the year, you've reached out to 365 people, right? That's a great number. Imagine if you reached out to 3 people a day. At the end of the year, that's over 1,000 people. So let's up that number to like 5 people a day. And now at the end of the year, you've reached close to 2,000 people at the end of a year. So just putting those numbers, they're still small numbers. You can totally reach out to 5 people a day via text or phone call, right? And if you want to up that number, you can up that number, but I just like to break that down so that way you can have how many people at the end of the year you're going to expose if you're just exposing 1 to 5 people a day, right? So that's just keeping your momentum, and keep sharing what you have with others. And I want to go back to the social media posts for just a moment. When you post on social media, you can always go back. You're going to have people comment on your social media. They might be interested in saying, what is it that you're doing? And that is somebody that you can reach out to. You might also have people that just like your social media post, and you can always create a conversation with them and just send them a message and say, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me, whatever it might be, but start a conversation with them, because they're going to keep seeing your exposures. And if you open that conversation, you can kind of keep answering their questions and moving them along, and maybe pull them into our Facebook group with more information to share. So let's see. So you can also have your key ideas for your text and call campaign. So you can create yourself, we have some sample scripts available. You can create yourself a basic outline of what it is you're going to send to people, and then personalize it. We don't want to copy and paste and spam people, because people can tell when they're being, copy and pasted. But you can have a basic message that you copy and paste, and then you would, start it with, hello, your friend's name, and maybe a little message about why you're reaching out. And then you have your bulk message that you copy and paste if you're doing a campaign like that. And then healthy happy hour dates. So this is the part where I want you to pull out your calendar, and I want you to look at what dates you have available for having a healthy happy hour. Now there's several different options here. You can do a healthy happy hour in your home, where you sample products to people. You're going to show them a few videos, share your own personal story, your testimony, and the end game is to help them get enrolled in the program. Another option is doing an online streaming party, which we've done lots to help people launch. And it's where you create an event online and sorry guys, I had a phone call coming in. So you create an event online, and then you invite your community into that event, and you would do a Facebook Live and present the product, your story, and you can have your upline and help you with that as well. So these are a couple options for launching your business, whether you're going to do it at home or on social media, or a little of both. You might want to do some of both. You might have friends that are across the country, or family members that are not necessarily in your town. So this is an option for your friends that are out there in the world that maybe aren't close to you. Let's see here. So what is your total customer exposures this month? So how many people do you want to expose to the product this month? And then how many people do you want to expose to your business opportunity this month? So this is how many times you're going to be sharing a story. This is how many people you're going to be talking to throughout the month. So this number should also kind of go hand in hand with how many calls you're going to do this month or per week, because it is going to be, it's a numbers game. So not everybody that you talk to is going to enroll, but you do want the number you talk to be higher than the number of people. And I have some background noise. If you guys will just check your phones real quick and make sure that you're muted, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. So next is plugging into our team support. So I'm sure you guys are aware we have these masterminds are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday currently until convention. And we have our Facebook groups. We have our team groups as well as our groups where we share additional information about products and testimonies with people. So make sure that you're in those groups and you know what they are. I know we have different teams on here, so I'm going to give group names because they might be across the board. But make sure within a team group and within a prospect group where you can add people to learn more about your product. And then lastly, what team events are you going to be attending? I still have some background noise if you guys will just check your phone. I think it's coming from 108 possibly. So what events do you plan on attending? I personally am planning on attending National Convention, and I'm curious who all of you are going to National Convention. Will you drop me a 3 in the comments if you're going to National Convention? I'd love to know who all is coming with us. Awesome. Yay, we have a bunch of people going with us. So this is a great event. If you haven't yet considered going, I definitely urge you to go to this event. And if for some reason that's not a possibility, I know there'll be some events coming out of convention in different areas of the country that I urge you to attend. I personally went to my first event when I was like 1 week into my cleanse. I wasn't even done with my cleanse yet, and that's what propelled me to where I am today. Without that event, I don't know that I would be doing this business right now. So these events are really important, crucial. If you know people in the area of where these events are, make sure and let them know about them. Invite them. You know, if you have a business partner in LA, urge them to go to convention, even if you're not able to make it. But if there's in any way you can, please, please, please come join us. We just want to see you, hug you, celebrate you, and just have you as part of the community there. It will be so much fun. So next, I'm going to flip this sheet over to the other side. And I hope you guys all set some dates in your calendars for what it is that the Healthy Happy Hours want to do or the LSPs you want to do. And I urge you to talk to your upline about that and get that kind of support either with an LSP or if you're doing a Healthy Happy Hour for your first time. We do have a really great Google Doc with everything you need to host a Healthy Happy Hour. So I urge you to, you know, reach up to your upline and get that support as well. So next we're going to flip the sheet over and we're going to look at the back, which is going to show us lots of people of who we want to contact to have as part of our business. So we're going to go over some of these prompts and you can write them either on the back of this paper or in your network notebook, whatever feels right for you. But I really like to write it on the back of my business plans. I keep all of my business plans, you guys. I have a stack of them from the past few years. And on the back of them, I have lots of names. So it's fun to go through there once in a while, cross off names that have people that have joined the business, and also go through and see what people I can continue to reach out to or expose to my business opportunity. So these are some of the prompts are moms. What moms do you know that might be interested in working at home or might want to have some extra nutrition for themselves or their family, maybe stress reduction, maybe they need Core 3 or Biomedic for their family. So what moms do you know that might be interested? How about athletes? Do you know any athletes? People that might like our athletic products, people that are into building muscle, working out, maybe yoga instructors or people that are into yoga. Who do you know that's into weight loss? Do you know anybody that needs to lose weight? So there's lots of prompts back here. We also have who is vegetarian or health conscious or vegan. Who do you know that's over 40? So maybe people that would be interested in our anti-aging line or just staying healthy longer on this planet. Who do you know that has kids? So we also have kids products and things that are really helpful. And then business contacts. Who do you know that wants a business opportunity? Who do you know that you would just love to work with? One of the coolest things in this business is that you get to choose who you want to work with. So those are the people you want to reach out to and say, hey, I have this amazing business opportunity. I've just launched recently. We have a brand new hemp CBD. We also launched an exclusive biomedic to help get glyphosate out of your body. I would love to share more with you. We have such amazing products. I mean, you can share whatever part seems most relevant to you and your friend that you're sharing with, but those are my highlights. And then building your network notebook. You're going to start writing down who are your new customers that you've enrolled, who are your new brand partners that you enrolled, and help to plug them into the tools that we have, because we have so many support tools, whether it's sending them a video to help support them during their cleanse and using the products, or whether it's supporting them and joining our team and our mastermind here. We definitely want to include everybody and make sure everybody's supported. So I want to go back really quick to our calendar, because I did say I would go over helping you actually reach your goals and map out your points. This is something really important. If you do it on the first of the month, you can reassess your points throughout the month, but this is something really fun to do on the first of the month, because honestly, it's when it's the least daunting, because there's the most amount of days in the month ahead of us, right? So for those of you who are going for director, I'm talking to you. Director is 2,500 points. Divide that by 30 days in the month, and you only need 83 BV a day. That doesn't seem that bad, right? If you sell a couple CBDs or something, basically if you have one customer a day, you should be on track for your goal. For those of you who are going for executive, your goal is 6,000 BV. Divide that by 30 days, and that's only 200 BV a day. So your goal is 200 BV a day. So what I'm giving you these numbers for is in your calendar for the month of August, you can actually write, those of you going for director, you can write 83 BV a day on each day. And at the end, you're going to have that 2,500 BV. And for those of you going to executive, you can write on each day of your calendar that you need 200 BV. Those of you going for diamond, 1,500 divided by 30, that's 500 BV a day. That can seem like a big number, you guys, but when you're going for diamond, you actually have a decent team of entrepreneurs working with you, or at least I hope that you do. And this should be a combined amount of BV from your whole team. So 500 BV a day might seem like, oh my gosh, how am I going to sign up that many people a day? But if you're working with a few other people, it might be some of your downline team members that you're helping to reach director and executive in the month of August to help you reach diamond. So that's how we break down our points. If you're higher than diamond, I trust that you can do your own point breakdown for the month. And I just want to go back to what I was sharing about social media and sharing your story. So what I hear a lot from people that are brand new is, I don't have a story yet. I need to try the product. I'm not sure what to share about. So what I like to tell people is we all have a story. We have a million stories to come from. So just think of something that has happened to you in the past and something that you'd like to share about that has changed now because you have joined our community, because you have started to use superfoods. It might even be your very first try of Power Shake that you had yesterday at a Healthy Happy Hour. You can share that experience. It doesn't have to be a 10-day cleanse. It doesn't have to be a year of using superfoods. You can share an experience that you had spirulina on popcorn and it was amazing and it gave you so much energy and it was just such a great way to put superfoods into your kids and yourself. You know, it could be really simple. So I just want to encourage you guys that social media is an amazing tool. I've built my business on social media, and it's just about being authentic and sharing from your heart. And we all have a million experiences to pull from. So that could be anything from pulling an experience from 10 years ago that you had and sharing the relevance of how life has changed in the last 10 years since that experience, or what you've learned since then. We have so many things to share about. So I think that's all I had to share about this morning. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Lions. If you guys want to share some of your experiences, what it is that you're doing to get started or launch your business, things that are working for you. I'm going to just go ahead and open up the call. I'm excited to hear all of your voices.
Hey guys, good morning. Thanks, Nayeva, for doing this. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about how this very simple activity has really given me the capacity to do this business right. And it was pretty much like this, and coming on masterminds has been the one thing that really shifted it for me from basically saying I was doing Purium as a business to actually doing Purium as a business and creating an income for myself through this and being able to, generate what these goals are. And I do notice that it shifts a little bit every month. Even my most important goal is a little bit different from month to month, which I think is important for us to really tune in with, of like where we're at right now, what's most important for us right now. And also putting pen on paper and really declaring our goals is one of the most important practices that we can do in life. And then going a step beyond that, and like in A Team, we all post our business plans on our Facebook page so that everybody can see it. And that creates this collective support and really propels us towards where we want to go. So I'm just grateful to do this with you guys today. And I'm excited to see everybody's business plans. And I'm excited to see everybody at convention. And congratulations to everyone for having an amazing July. And I personally am going to take this even a little bit deeper today, being the first of the month. I'm going to rewrite my mission statement as well. I'm going to go back into steps 4 and 5 of our 5 simple steps and do some journaling on those topics and just really get present with my why. Once again, I love to do this fresh every month and then look over my list. And what I like to do also, what I've started to do every month is, I have my master list, but then I come up with like my 20, like I star like 20 top people who I'm really going to be nurturing the relationship with, who I'll probably maybe go beyond just a phone call, but try to make a time to get together and go for a hike or go for dinner or do something in person. And so I have about 400 people on a master list. But at the beginning of every month, I like to sift through that and kind of just follow my intuition and see who are the key ones that I want to be connecting with this month. And that's been really serving me lately because I can see where to really put my energy into and super nurture those relationships. So yay, happy August, everybody. So exciting. Good morning.
Anybody else want to share next or comment? Let us know where you're at in your business planning or what business planning has done for you. The call is open. We'd love to hear your voice. I know Roxanne just mentioned that we do post our business plans in our team page, and that's something that I think is really great because we can all hold each other accountable to these goals and check in on each other. It's a way to just put it out there to the universe as we put pen to paper that, these are things that we're wanting to accomplish. These are things that we want in our life. And I love that you also mentioned that doing this every single month, it might change a little bit. Things might shift. You might start to get closer to this goal, so that goal might change a little bit. These are all great things. So I'd love to hear from you, maybe the evolution of your business plan, goals that you're working towards. Maybe you've accomplished some of these goals and now your goals are different because you've already accomplished some, right? So just share with us where you're at. We'd love to hear your voices and just hear from the group here. It's an open conversation.
Hey, good morning, Nayeva. I'll share real quick what not doing a business plan has done for me or not done. I've definitely noticed months where I haven't taken the time to like set those intentions and, like you said, put pen to paper and really just do that at the beginning of the month. There's been like times of like stagnation in my business and times of like kind of just feeling scattered and less like cohesive in what I'm doing. And I just want to recommit to the group that I am going to start doing my business plan on the first of the month instead of like putting it off for a few days and then it turns into a week and then it's like, oh, now I might as well not do a business plan and now it's halfway through the month and that just isn't the way I want to be operating. So I am really excited to have this call and to have the opportunity to go through these steps to get back into the habit and into the flow of doing a business plan on the first of the month, because I definitely see the power in doing it and also the alternate of not doing it. So thank you.
Thanks for sharing that, Marissa. It's true that sometimes we don't set those intentions and we think like, oh, I've done this so many times, and I can vouch for that too. I tried it 1 month in the past 4 years. There was 1 month where I didn't make a business plan, and that month I really felt kind of discombobulated, like I didn't really know what my goal was, even though I had business plans written from before. It wasn't that I didn't know what my goal was, but I just didn't feel as connected in with everybody. Maybe it was because I didn't set the goal that month and put pen to paper, or maybe it was because I didn't write down a whole list of brand new names. Whatever it was, it definitely, I could see a big difference. So I really encourage doing this business plan on the first of the month. The other thing that we really encourage in our team is to also place your order as close to the beginning of the month as possible. It really helps us to help you, honestly, because it activates your account so we can see that you're activated for the month, and we can see that your points are starting to stack up from the very first day of the month. So especially for those of you going for like director or executive, even if you're just placing that 50 to 100 BV order, that's kind of a big chunk towards your daily goal for today. So it's really important that we place our own personal orders to activate our accounts for the month, ensure that we're going to get paid, and then get our customers and team members to duplicate that, because what that does is then as your business grows, then on the first of the month, you'll go from, having a few hundred BV from your customers ordering on the first of the month. And imagine in like 6 months or a year from now, when you have 20 or 30 or more customers and team members that are ordering on the first of the month, that is a huge amount of volume on the very first day. And that is so exciting when the first day of the month you wake up and you're already at director or you're already at executive, right? How exciting would that feel? So encourage your customers and team members to do this as well, because this will make it so on the first of the month, if you create a culture of this, then on the first of the month, you'll always have, you'll wake up, turn on your computer, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I already have a few hundred BV in my back office from my customer orders today. So just want to encourage you all that way. It's a really great second step of commitment that we're taking with our business besides this actual pen to paper business plan. So go ahead and open it up again to you all. I'd love to hear your voices and whatever you'd like to share about today.
Hi, Nayeva. It's Terry Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Terry. I'm great. Thank you.
Can you hear me okay? Okay. So do we have a lot of really new people on the call today?
I'm not sure. We have some people, other team members as well.
Okay. So everybody, I mean, maybe you guys know, sorry, I look like trash, like, right? 12K yesterday I got done, and I promised myself that I was going to sleep in, right? Who on Purium can sleep in? Like, seriously, like, so I am flat out of bed. 6 o'clock this morning, I was talking to my husband. I told him I'm going to do some personal things around. I just can't. Like, the phone started ringing. Honestly, you guys, I've got 10 orders to put in. Okay. I thought it wouldn't be this way. Okay. But it's my 5th month, going into my 5th month. You don't realize that as you start building your customer base, it rolls over so much. And like all that work you did to get to, you know, director and executive and all that before, it comes way faster now. So it's like, I thought today was going to be super slow and I was going to try to go find a dress for a convention and like do something, and I can't today because like I got to get these people feeling better, right? So I just wanted to tell you guys about the business plan. Like if any of you guys saw it on the A team, my business plan for last month, I'm pretty darn proud because 4 months ago, I didn't even know what this thing was. Like, first of all, Skylar was like, you got to turn that in. You got to do this. I'm like, I don't know anything about this. I don't know how much money I'm going to make. I don't even really care about making money right now. Like, I just want to help people, because when you first start out, you just want to help people. And you're just like, sometimes you're like, I don't even care about that. But you guys, really, we're helping people. And I'm here to tell you, I wouldn't have told you this 4 months ago. The money is nice. Okay. It's really nice. And actually, I'm making very good money because I have a huge customer base. So I'm encouraging everybody to go out and get customers. I know I need my brand partners to make residual money. I know I need that. So after convention, I am really going to focus on my brand partners. The reason I didn't before convention was because I'm kind of in control of my own check right now. I know that I'm good with customers. I know that I use a concierge service. I really take care of them. I cater to them. I explain things to them. I drive to them. I'm available 24/7, which I know is tough, but you're always available, you guys. You're available on your phone by text. You can always say, sorry, I'm working right now. I'll get back to you later, okay? But for the 4th month in a row, I started filling out my business plan, and I knocked it like to the T by the day, which 4 months ago, I didn't even know how to fill this thing out. So yes, I said that in 30 days, I wanted to make $3,000, and I did. And that's my 4th month. And I did say I would make 1K by the 7th and 2K by the 10th and director by the 10th, executive by the 20th. I said I'd make 7K by the end of the month, and I was shooting for 10 and I made 12. So this month, I think I'll go backwards a bit, only because I need to focus on my life a little bit too. I don't want to go to convention all strung out on trying to get myself to the airport and, you know, being all stressed out because I'm trying to beat my goal of last month. I want to live in the now at the convention. I want to meet all of you. I want to take it all in. I don't want to be all like on my phone sideways. I don't want to ruin the time. So all I have to tell you is, if you're new and you don't really explain what you don't understand what the business plan is, believe me, in a few months, you'll totally get it. Okay. And it is essential. And so is your order at the beginning of the month. And so is getting your customers' orders in at the beginning of the month. And everything that you thought, I have lost a few brand partners, not lost them, but they've pushed back on me and said, I can't handle this because my life is too busy. A little bit of it, guys, is it's overwhelming for new people. It's very overwhelming. And so sometimes you just need to give them a little space, because they'll always come back around. And as long as you just keep being there and supporting them and telling them that you're ready when they're ready, they're going to come back to you. And every day plant seeds. Every day plant seeds, and those seeds just come in. It's just all I can tell you. It's a wonderful company, and it's the best thing I ever did in my life. And I'm just really excited to see you all at convention.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Terry. What an incredible story and share. That's so inspiring and so awesome to see you grow so fast, and just with that excitement. I mean, that's all it is. It just takes, it's that, just that fire, you know, to just share and help people. And that's all you have to do, is just go out there and want to help people. And that desire is going to just shine right through you, and people are going to be attracted to you. So I just love that. I feel like you're attracting amazing customers into your organization, Terry. And I know you're going to have some amazing brand partners as well, because you're an amazing leader.
Thank you. Thanks, Nayeva. And
yeah.
If I can just tell you guys one more thing. At first, yeah, I was a little skeptical about what my friends would think, and like, you know, but I just, you know what, now I don't care what they think, because I know in my brain, I have all these customers hugging me, telling me, thank you for everything that you're doing. Oh my God, I can sleep. I don't have to be on a CPAP machine. My sex life is better. Oh my God, my inflammation is going down. Oh my God, my energy level. Oh my God, I'm getting along with my friend. You guys, that just gives us power. So like when you get told, that's why I think customers are important too, because they come back and they tell you all the great things you're doing, and a person will never forget how you made them feel. Okay. So it gives you power. So you feel like a superhero. So hold your head high and be proud of what we're doing, because we really do have the greatest gift. We really do.
Love that, Terry. Love that so much. What a great share. And something I want to say on the customer path that I love is that something that you can do is your customers are appreciating that you shared something with them, and a way that you can work through their network is to have them do a shout out on social media. Hey, thank you so much, Terry, for helping me with a 10-day cleanse, helping me get biomedic into my body. I'm feeling fabulous. Have them write their testimony on social media and tag you, and not have it be a salesy thing. Just have them thank you for helping them. It's that simple. And their friends are going to see that. Your friends are going to see that. And it's going to create that momentum that you want in your business of people knowing that you're actually helping people. You're actually impacting lives. And it's not just you saying, hey, I have this awesome green drink that you want. I know you want it, because they're like, oh my gosh, you posted that already. But you know, if you have other people on your wall, and this is something that if you don't have an organization, you don't have customers yet, ask your upline to do a shout out to you. Ask one of your friends that you've shared some Power Shake with to do a shout out and share what they liked about it. It's really a fun way to use social media to create interaction with our community, as well as inspire others to wonder what it is that we're doing and why we're feeling so awesome. So thank you so much, Terry. What an incredible story. We still have a few more left. Oh, go ahead.
Hi, Nayeva. This is Lisa. Would it be okay with you if I asked Terry a question?
Sure, if Terry's open to answering questions. Okay with you, Terry?
Hi, girlfriend.
Oh, hi, Terry. Great. I heard you yesterday on the vision call. I forget who led that vision call.
David
David Litt. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, Skull
no, I think it was David Litt. Anyways, so I heard you yesterday on the vision call, and I've heard you talk before. And also, congratulations. It's fantastic that you've, hit the 8, 10, 12K. It's fantastic, and really full congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But what I'm interested in is if you think back to when you hadn't even hit 1K yet. And I also understand that you had said you come from an entrepreneur family, and that you have a very strong, love for people and a personality. But if you think back to before you actually hit 1K or 2K, what would you say, how did you actually work with your people? Were they people that are your following? Are they people that is this a huge group of your friends? Or say, did you go into your sports club and just start telling everybody? But what was the strategy you actually used? What were the words that you used? Or is it just that you have such a dynamic personality, people were attracted to that? What was it?
Okay, that's an awesome question. Thank you. Okay, so I guess I'm fortunate for one that my family all kind of is in the same, they all love organic, non-GMO. My mom, my dad, my sister, my daughter, my husband, right? So let's just add that up, right? Let's just add those up. When I first started, I was doing 10 days because that's all I knew. I mean, I was basically sold a 10-day in the beginning, and it worked for me. So I don't know if you remember, I'll just tell everybody really quick. I had been in an accident. I had major pain. I couldn't even walk to the barn. My animals are my everything. And I thought, if I can't take care of them, I'm going to have to find homes for them, right? I mean, my husband can't do it for so long, he can only help me. So I got on all the pain, like the spirulina and all the stuff that Dave recommends for that, plus the Core 4, plus the 10-day transformation, right? Within 30 days, I was pain-free, right? Right, I was pain-free. So I was excited. But before I even got product, right, I ordered the 10 days, I dove in, I did the business because I knew that it couldn't hurt. And you guys, $199, I mean, I'm used to having a business where I'd have to invest at least 50 or 100 grand and work for 3 years and pay all that overhead. I'd have to make like $20,000 a month before I even paid myself a dime. I have to work three years to make money. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. So I was looking for something, but this was quite simple, really simple. It was a no-brainer. It's like all organic, non-GMO. So I'm like, I'm in, right? So before I even had product, I had my mom, my dad, my husband, my sister talked into it, right? Right there, you guys, is like you already got 1,000. I mean, I already had it going on, right? A lot of my friends, I tried to involve my close personal friends that I knew felt the same way about things as I did. but a lot of them wanted to try the product first, right? Or they want to wait and see how I did from the product, right? I really believe in the 60-day money back guarantee, right? So I would tell people, hey, there is no risk here. You know, there is a 60-day money back guarantee. You can take everything, keep the containers. If it doesn't work for you, we'll send it back, and I will guarantee you that I will get your money back, right? And I think that the first beginning, yes, it was kind of hard because I was hurting. I didn't know if it was going to work. I was depressed, and but nobody really knows that about me. I kind of act like everything's fine. But to be honest with you, when my parents were my hardest sale, really. I mean, they really were, even though they knew about it. It's like the ones closest to you are skeptical, but no, I hadn't gone to I've never worked out a day in my life in the gym. I have the skinny jean, like Dave talks about, which now I understand, but it's, I do plan to go do all that. But you guys, I just reached out to anybody in my close circle, you know, and I did post on Facebook, you know, that I was going to be going on this journey. But I have to tell you, you just got to hang in there. Because just like you, I'm starting out at 0 again today. I mean, I have 0 Ks right now, and I've got a lot of people, you know, that I can't go to because I've already gone to them. So I am a lot like you guys right now. I'm starting over, right? But you know, social media, if you just put it out there, if you are a product of the product, you guys, I truly believe that people can see that. I don't know if any of you guys saw the post when I was in the Jeep that day and I explained all this. I got 40, count them, 38 or 40 people that reached out to me, not on a post, you guys, because they're embarrassed. They don't want people to know that their life isn't perfect and they're not feeling super, and maybe they have something that they don't want to tell anyone. It was actual PMs that people reached out to me. So what I would tell you, the best thing that I could possibly tell you, 1, is to be a product of the product for sure. 2, to be very congruent. I never understood about colors and you're congruent, but I totally believe it. If I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not, it doesn't work. It doesn't work with me and it doesn't work with them. But I'm a red, so I really go after what I want. So the biggest thing that I would tell you guys to do is do a social media post today. If you're feeling the love and if you're feeling the superfoods in your body and you have a story, and if you don't have a story, use my story. Watch the video about the Jeep. If you don't have a story, use Carly's great story, or there's so many great stories out there that we know are true. And just let it glow and be yourself and plant those seeds. And I absolutely guarantee you, it may take a little bit, but things will start rolling in. And pretty soon you'll be like me today, where it's like, I got 10 things to do. And it's only been 4 months, you guys. I mean, I'm just like you. I try to remember what it was like to be new. I'm new enough that I can remember. I'm hungry enough that I haven't hit diamond yet, that I feel like you guys. I want to, and I'm making mistakes along the way. But I couldn't even talk this talk before. Like, I didn't know anything about aminos. I didn't know anything about all of this stuff. But just dive into it and speak from your heart and go into it with the fact that you want to save people. If you want to save people, I walk up to people I don't even know. I walk up to people at the grocery store and people at the liquor store and people at the meat market. And I just wait for my chance to talk to them. And who cares if they look at you like you're a crazy? It's okay.
What do you say to them, Terry? Those people you don't know, you see at the liquor store. That's what I'm interested in.
All right. Well, so say, you know, I shoot from the hip all the time, right? I talked to my husband about this. I said, I really want to help these people understand, but I'm one of those people that can go into a room and I could talk to the president or I could talk to the homeless. I just wait for my time and I listen to them. I guess what I do is if I notice that somebody is struggling, putting their groceries away, or they're older, or they're heavy set, or they have a handicap, I offer my help. And, you know, I live in a small enough community that I'm not worried about getting abducted or anything. So, or, you know, I will just strike up a conversation with that person. And the best thing that you guys can possibly do is smile and give them eye contact. No one's doing that anymore. You guys look around, everybody's got so much glyphosate in them that they're acting like zombies and they're angry. Be that different person and be a person that cares about people in general, no matter if they're white, black, or no matter what their political view is. Just look at them and be actually interested and offer to help them. You know, like if I saw a little old lady struggling, I would open the door for her and I would offer to help her with her groceries. And if I saw organic food in there, if I saw a bunch of packaged food in there and I saw that she was struggling, I would figure out a way to say, hey, I have a question for you. You know, do you feel like $1 million? This works all the time. And they just look at me like I'm a weirdo. They just look at me like, who feels like $1 million nowadays? And I just put that big smile on my face and I genuinely look into their eyes, and I'm a touchy-feely person. So usually if they're a nice person, like I usually will touch their hand or touch them on the shoulder. And I know some people you can't do that with, but I can do it. And I say, and they say, why are you? And I say, I am. And I used to just go on and blabble and like blow it all, right? And now I just look in their eyes and I say, I am. And it's just this weird quietness. And then they're like, well, how is that? And then I just tell them. Or if they say, oh, I got arthritis and I've got, you know, this, and my husband has this, and I don't feel good and I can't sleep at night, I let them ramble, right? And then I just look them in the eye and I say, I can help you with that. And then I just be quiet again, you know? And those are some of the mistakes I told you in the beginning that I made. I rambled too much and I actually talked them out of that, or they thought I was a weirdo. And so now they look at me and they're like, wow. And I have found, I do give them my card, but I have found I really try to get their number too. And if you're congruent and you're true to yourself and they feel like they can trust you and they feel like you're not pushy and it's really a genuine thing, most of them will give you their contact number. And because people get busy, they'll leave there. And plus, you guys, this is the last thing I'm going to say because I don't want to take up this whole call. But the other thing is, most people's brains are full of poison. They don't remember who they talked to. Oh, there's this girl, I can't remember what her name is. I put her card somewhere. I threw it in my car. I forgot it. We have to remember, you guys, that everybody out there needs help and everybody's brain is pretty foggy right now. And they're being torn in a lot of different directions. So I just go back to the old-fashioned way of opening the door for people, being the change that nobody sees anymore, and strike up a conversation, right?
Thank you, Terry, so much. Thank you, Nayeva.
Does that like, I really, you guys, I had a discussion with my husband the other day. I was really frustrated before David Teddy's Zoom because it was a lot of pressure to be 4 months into the business, never doing multi-level marketing before, and to be put in the hot seat. And I asked him, how can I get it through to these people that I want to help so much, these new people, and let them experience what I'm experiencing, right? And he just said, honey, it's because that's who you are. You've always been that way. And so all I can tell you guys is to just be caring and care for that human person. People will notice that. And it's about the relationship. And you'll get it. I promise you, you'll get it. And when I figure out my story better, that I can sum it up into like a 2-minute thing, I'll do a Zoom.
Yay, awesome. So thank you so much, Terry. What an incredible, so many golden nuggets. And thank you for sharing with us, you know, what that experience is like, especially just walking us through when you meet somebody at the grocery store and how that conversation goes, and a lot of listening and a lot of nurturing and just letting that person tell you where they're at and you just nurturing them. And I think that's really incredible. And that's a lot of what we do in this business is, you know, listening and nurturing our community so that way we can help them and empower them. And it's a lot of what, for those of you who have done Tracy's training for PPLE, it's pace, lead, empower. And I heard you talk in those terms, Terry, with, you know, you really just listen. You just ask them, do they feel like $1 million? Then you just listen. And you just, you know, you're really pacing with them and hearing what they have to say. And then you wait for that moment to put your hand on their shoulder and lead them and give them some empowerment of like, I can help you too. So I really love what you just said. And definitely collecting those phone numbers is so important, like you said, you know, and I love using our tool. The app really has opened the door for me with getting people's phone numbers. It makes it less daunting for me to say, hey, you know, if you give me your number, I'll send you a quick video, or I'll send you a podcast, or I'll send you a quick something. We have this amazing app, you guys, with everything you could possibly need. Maybe you're going to send them the video about glyphosate. So use that app as your kind of way to take the pressure off of like, I'm going to have to call this person, let them know, hey, I will send you a little piece of information. You know, if I send you a little video, will you watch it, and get their phone number? It's a really great tool to help you not feel, because I used to be scared to ask for people's phone numbers, but once I got that app, it really took all my blocks off of where I could just be like, hey, let me send you some quick information. Can I get your number? So I love everything you shared, Terry. Thank you so much. And we're coming to the top of the hour, so I want to honor everybody's time here. I am so excited that all of you were able to be here today. Terry's going to post about her products as well, what she did for her pain. And the last thing I want to say is I encourage all of you to go make a social media post today about your experience. So this is your challenge, day 1. We're starting the month strong. Make sure you finish your business plan. Make sure you turn it over and add at least 20 to 40 names to the back of that business plan. There's different prompts for the different people that you know, and try to create 20 to 40 brand new names on the back of the business plan every month. That way you're adding to your network notebook, and you can always add more names throughout the month as well. So let's go ahead and create a post on social media. Make sure when you post on social media that you tag your upline, so that way they can encourage you and, you know, give you some love on your post, and have fun with it, you guys. And like I said earlier, we all have thousands of experiences to pull from. So just think of one experience that you've had in the past that you feel like either consuming Purium or being a part of our community has changed that experience for you. Maybe before you were somebody that hated hanging out with people, you were just a loner, and now you're enjoying our community. Maybe you're somebody that hated your job and now you're finding a way to create income from home. Maybe whatever that experience might be. Maybe you lost 10 pounds doing the cleanse. But I encourage you, find a story that you want to share authentically that really reflects who you are and your experience with our community or our product, and share that on social media. So that's our challenge for the day. I also encourage you to reach out to at least 3 to 5 people a day and start today and see how that goes for you. And we will see you tomorrow on Zoom. So aloha, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks, Nayeva. Thanks, everybody.
Yay. Thanks for
Aloha.
Thank you, Nayeva. That was wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you, Nayeva. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
Yeah, aloha, everybody, aloha.
Thank you.